Hey Bubble family, welcome back to the channel. So you asked, I listened, I started looking at the Amber Heard trial and Johnny Depp trial with Whitney, her sister. A witness statement. Oh, Whitney, you have absolutely so perjured yourself. And I'm looking forward to the cross-examination because I am pretty sure that Depp's lawyers are going to pick holes in her very holy story. So before we get started with my Thursday tantrum, and you know what, because I tell you what, no, I'm going to just speak calmly for the minute because I want to show this. Look what come today. See, I'm wearing it. Look, da da da. My Bubble Family t-shirt. This is slightly different. This is a different color range. This is purple and blue, and it has got the letters TU. No, UT. Because I'm looking at it the wrong way around, which is united together, because we're united together. So this is my white t-shirt, which is the original design, as you can see, united together, and then on the back it has got it here. Can you see that? I got my son one, who's 23, and he's wearing it. He's got a grey one, and I've also got my bag. So I ordered this for myself because at the end of the day, I can hardly sell my merchandise but not use it. So here's my bag with my Tea and Therapy logo on the back, and it's really nice. It's really nice. And then I got myself a pen, Bubble Family pen. So yeah. So that I'm very excited. So I'll be wearing my merchandise on my channel, and of course, as always, drinking from my Bubble Family mug. So it kind of creates us all to be together when we're all sitting having a cup of tea or cup of coffee or whatever it is. So yes, my rant. Okay, so here's my rant. When I'm watching this trial, and I haven't seen every aspect of it, and I'm really sorry, for some reason, and I don't know why, I've closed my blinds. But the camera lens, it's really weird how this particular camera lens goes really grainy. And I'm not using a filter, it's just the actual camera lens. So sometimes it's really good, and sometimes it's really grainy and really quite poor. And it's an iPhone 13 Pro, I believe. So it should be better than this, but it's not. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, or I don't know, but it's not good today. I don't know if it's going to translate across for you guys. But anyway, my rant, before I get on to the what I've witnessed in regards to Amber Heard's sister, is, as a single woman, now I'm not saying that Johnny Depp is everybody's cup of tea. He probably isn't. But I think, you know, when you get to, at any point in life as a person, no matter what gender you are, when you're looking for a partner, hopefully, you would want to look for somebody that's compatible. You would want to look for somebody that is a really kind, decent, lovely person. And I see that in Johnny Depp. Now, don't get me wrong, I've said before, he's certainly got those issues that I really, really, really hope he gets looked at, because I think it's a shame that he has that going on, because it seems to me, I just realised I've got chocolate around my mouth. Evidence. You know, I've had my, not fair share, I was going to say my fair share of relationships. It makes me sound like I've had loads, and I haven't. But, you know, obviously I've been with people that I've either grown apart from, or they've just not been compatible. And I look at him and I just think, I think there are a lot of people out there that would feel really sad that he chose to meet somebody that ended up being the way she was. And I think a lot of people seem to, the problem you have is people seem to get together because they really have the lust is there. Like I guess for him maybe, well, we know why she got with him, but I think for, you know, she was young, she's attractive, And I guess, you know, for him, it was kind of like, wow, you know, this, you know, young, attractive woman really wants to be with me. And, you know, and he's, but I mean, they're saying that, you know, he's always had a, you know, Vanessa Paradis, attractive, Kate Moss, attractive, Winona Ryder, attractive, you know, so he's always had kind of women. And it's a shame in a way, I feel, because I don't know 100%, but I feel like he sort of left Vanessa Paradis and then dated Amber Heard. And I don't know if it was kind of, he'd left Vanessa before he met her, or it was kind of around the same time, but it seemed like Vanessa was kind of the right fit for him. You know, maybe, I don't know, who knows, midlife crisis, it happens, you know, but I just feel it's very sad when there are so many decent people out there that seem to get together with the wrong person and waste, you know, so many years with the wrong person, when there are lovely people waiting in the wings. And people like myself, you know, because would I date Johnny Depp if he was clean and sober? Absolutely. You know, not kind of obviously the film star version, but the kind of man, the type of man that he is. Yeah, absolutely. He's just a very warm, kind, you can tell this by his demeanor, the way he speaks. Yeah, absolutely. And I just think it's a real shame. It's a real shame that there are so many of us singletons out there that just cannot seem to find the right person. It's just a bit of a shame when the right person ends up with the wrong person. But anyway, so Whitney has taken the stand, and Whitney has perjured herself. Whether or not she realizes that, I kind of think she might have done by now, but she's absolutely 100% perjured herself, and here is why. So first and foremost, one of the things I will say to you, if you notice, is she is self-soothing. Now, okay, you could put this down to the fact that she's anxious about being on the stand, yes, but she doesn't do it all the time. In fact, you know, certain areas where she's actually quite transfixed and she doesn't move her chair. But when you notice, when what we would pick up on is where we realise she's lying, she self-soothes a lot, and she rocks back and forth, twists in her chair quite a lot. So see, you know, so watch that happening. So lawyer, I'm not sure of the blonde lady's name, but she says to Whitney, she asks her about the fact that apparently when Depp was on the stand, he testified to the fact that she had stated that she was that he was her spirit animal. And Whitney kind of laughs, sort of scoffs in a way, and says, oh, let me get this right. She says, I did not know that. Yeah. Or, yeah, he's wonderful. And there was her first mistake. Present tense. If you know and you have got unequivocal proof that this person has beaten, sexually abused your sister, you would not, in the present tense, say, yeah, he's wonderful. So she slips up here, because this is the thing. She speaks a bit like Amber. She speaks in the present tense. So basically what she probably would have said was, yeah, I did say that. I used to think, you know, before I found out, I used to think he was wonderful, or I thought he was wonderful. She doesn't say that. She actually says, yeah, he's wonderful. You know, listen for yourself, guys. Play it back. You'll hear her say it. So then the lawyer then says, basically then kind of just reiterates, and I think that it's when she realizes her mistake, and then she kind of changes it and says, yeah, at one point I did, yes. So she changes it, but she most definitely slips up there. This is a sister, let's be honest here. This is a sister who lived rent-free in one of Johnny Depp's, I think, penthouse apartments. Rent-free. They went on holidays, didn't pay for anything, pretty much probably had whatever they wanted. You know, I'm sorry, but that's freeloading. You know, so it's no wonder she wanted to kind of, you know, keep things a bit sweet there, because, you know, at the end of the day, she's got it good there, right? You know, not far dissimilar to her sister. But I defy, especially as she has proclaimed to be very close to Amber, which I'm not sure I believe, I would defy any sister who is close to their sister in the way that she pertains, to put that over their sister's welfare. She wouldn't. I don't believe any sister would. I think if anything, they would want to get them out of there. They would be phoning the police. I don't think at some point it would matter what the sister thinks. If the sister is being that badly abused, she would have seen it, which she only ever says that she's seen it with the staircase incident, which we'll get to. But she wouldn't. She wouldn't. And she certainly wouldn't be doing lines of coke with him, you know, when she's witnessed her sister's face apparently, allegedly being all puffy. She's heard them have an argument. You know, she's heard from her sister the accounts that he's volatile, he's abusive. And then she does lines of coke with him. Who does that? Who does that? Not any sister that I would want to be around. You know, because I don't believe, because it didn't happen. It didn't happen the way. So, of course, the sister's relationship with Johnny is consistent with probably a brother-sister relationship. I would say she was probably very, very close to Johnny. And I think that is factually true. I absolutely believe that. I think they probably got on very well. You can see that in the text messages. But then also as well, one particular text message, apparently she jokes to Johnny Depp about hitting Amber. She encourages him to hit Amber. And of course, when that's brought up on the stand, she's kind of like, oh, you know, well, if I'd have known then what I know now, you know, I never would have done that. But who does that anyway? I tell you who does that. Someone who doesn't like their sister, someone who doesn't respect their sister because their sister terrorizes them and is actually quite a horrible person. That is who does that. But where she purges herself, you know, and there's also elements where the lawyer then says, you know, about her running away from Amber. She embellishes the answer, but the lawyer doesn't have any of it. She reiterates and says, but you did have moments when you argued that you wanted to run away for days. And she says, yes. So she's basically admitting that the arguments were so bad with her sister that she wanted to get away from her. She wanted to run away from her. And then we get to the stair incident, where this is where she and Amber have completely perjured themselves because their story is so different. First and foremost, you have the fact that Amber Heard has said that Johnny Depp threw a can of Red Bull at Debbie. Now, Debbie has already got on the stand and said, this didn't happen. And then Whitney gets on the stand and reiterates this story, but then adds a little bit on the end because obviously at this point now it's come out that obviously this, you know, this didn't happen. So of course, Whitney says she didn't notice. Who doesn't notice a can of Red Bull being thrown at them? How is it she notices, but the person who had it thrown at them and it hit them, and she actually says, Johnny Depp threw a can of Red Bull, it hit Debbie, but I don't think she noticed. Empty or full, if someone is throwing a can of Red Bull and it connects, you're not going to be like, I don't notice. You're going to be like, what? The actual beep? What? Why? And there's no story after the fact. I'm sorry, but if you're with somebody that has had a can of Red Bull thrown at them, you're going to be like, are you okay? Oh my God, why did you do that? Why? And I'll tell you why, because it didn't happen. You know, you would not just be like, oh yeah, you know, Debbie got a can of Red Bull thrown at her and it hit her, but back to me. You'd be like, you know, I had to go make sure she was okay. I just wanted to, you know, because it you know, it could have hurt, or I was actually quite shocked, but there's nothing around that story because it didn't happen. And then, so Amber Heard, basically, her version of events is she believed that Johnny was in such a fit of rage that he was going for her, you know, and this, bearing in mind, Whitney has admitted that she's got this great relationship with Johnny, apparently, and Johnny has got this great relationship with her, but out of nowhere, randomly, Johnny Depp decides that he's going to hit her out of nowhere. There's no build up to the story. There's nothing like, Whitney was shouting at him or they were having this huge argument. All of a sudden, Johnny Depp out of nowhere has decided that he's going to hit Whitney and Amber Heard, because obviously she's got like a superhero. I think she now believes she's a superhero. Decides to jump in to save her because, in her words, she suddenly thought of Kate Moss and the stairs, which was random, out of nowhere. Again, no context. I know she's tried to change that. I just heard it from someone, and I think it was like, someone says something somewhere, blah, 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 But anyway, so she's then elaborated on this story. And so she jumped in. I just didn't think. And this is Amber's version, right? And she's saying that, her sister was at the top of the stairs and she thought she was going to fall down the stairs or Johnny was going to push her down the stairs. Oh, but Whitney's version, she was at the top of the stairs with her back to the stairs. And within that, somehow, she saw Debbie, who I'm assuming was at the bottom of the stairs, because apparently Johnny ran up the stairs to go to hit her. So wait, hang on a minute. So you've got Amber at the top of the stairs. You've got Whitney at the top of the stairs with her back to the stairs. But within that, somehow, where she's walked up the steps, she's seen Johnny throw a can of Red Bull at Debbie, but Debbie didn't notice, and she clocked that from the top of the stairs. Although Debbie, the one that had the can of Red Bull thrown at her, didn't notice. Then somehow Johnny then decided to then run up the stairs to hit Whitney in the back. But then Amber then thinks that Johnny's going to push her down the stairs. How's that gonna work? Because what does Johnny squeeze past her, turn around, then go to push her down the stairs, or is he trying to push her down the stairs while he's behind her? I'm not quite getting that. Not quite. But somehow, in Amber's story, there's no mention of Johnny running up the stairs. That's a bit of a key thing to miss out, isn't it? Because I think you would say, I suddenly saw Johnny running up the stairs towards my sister. Nothing, no, none of that. The way she describes it is that Johnny was already at the top of the stairs. She describes it in the fact that Johnny was at the top of the stairs. He was going for her sister, so she hit him to get him out of the way. But Whitney's story is she was already at the top of the stairs and Johnny was down the stairs and he ran up the stairs. But there's no mention of where Debbie is at this point after this. So I absolutely 100% believe in this moment that Whitney has massively messed up here. Because the stair incident, what I believe happened is Johnny and Amber got into an argument. The truth of the story is the fact that the one that she probably originally told Jennifer Howell, in which Amber went to hit Johnny, Whitney, being protective of Johnny because she doesn't particularly like her sister, jumped in, and then Amber basically went for her and Johnny. That's what I think happened. And I think that's the version she told put my teeth back in, told Jennifer Howell, who did a sworn statement to that fact. There was even where Whitney told Jennifer that she was scared of Amber, and after this incident, she had to move out of the penthouse and she moved in with Jennifer because she was scared of her. And there's text messages, there's proof of that. So I just think, this is a sister who's scared of her own sister. I think she's scared of what can happen because she now knows that at the end of the day, that's all she's got. She's family. Now I cannot see how. I know some people have said, the sister seems credible. Well, of course she does. When Amber's lawyers are talking to her, they have created the story to be believable. That's what they're trying to do. That's their job. They're trying to show Amber Heard as innocent. They're trying to show Whitney as innocent in this, you know, but the two of them are not. They're not innocent. And I can see, and I can imagine for Johnny, when he's probably done so much for these two women, to be so incredibly hurt at the fact that they are literally trying to ruin him. Now, obviously, Amber Heard is doing it maliciously, because I believe she's an absolute psychopath. She's most definitely narcissistic, because you can hear in the audio tapes how much she tries to gaslight him. Even with the now leaked audio footage of her trying to set him up in the hotel, where she goes to him basically and tries to hug him, or gets him to hug her, and he refuses. You know, you can see it in the camera footage where she's trying to do the camera in the kitchen where he's angry. Now, if this is someone who physically abuses you, but he's banging cupboards. Now, okay, that's still not healthy, don't get me wrong, but he's not hitting her. Even when he sees her recording, he pulls the camera out, tries to get the camera away from her, and he walks off, and you can hear him going, bye, and then she's sniggering, like she's got him. You know, he doesn't hit her. He doesn't, you know, this is someone who apparently sexually abuses her and hits her every chance he can get. And yet what, in that moment when he's really angry, he chooses not to? Come on, come on. You know, and I still see people saying, oh, do you know what, I'm not sure how this is going to go. Come on. You know, I know this is to do with the justice system and this is a defamation trial. I know that. But there is so much evidence. So much evidence. I cannot believe, I refuse to believe that the court system will fail him again. With the amount of irrefutable evidence that has come out to show that he's not the aggressor. There is audio tapes. There is the fact that she loses her temper. You've seen her do it on the stand. You've seen her do it. The fact that the lies have been caught out, and they haven't with him. The fact that she plays to the jury consistently. You know, it's all there. But yet that hasn't happened for him. And I'm sorry, but Amber Heard's team are a joke. I mean, look at the relationship with Johnny Depp's team. You know, when he walks in, they stand up. They have utmost respect for him. You know, when he leaves, it's like people are cheering. She leaves to nothing. People, apart from people booing her. You know, when she walks in, her team couldn't give a stuff about her. You know, and it's all of her own making. I got zero sympathy for her because it is all of her own making. She has set this up. She set him up, and now it's backfiring. Apparently now the news is coming out that James Wan, the director of Aquaman 2, has unfollowed her on Instagram, and this is a big deal. This is not just a small thing. This is not like you or I unfollowing each other on Instagram. It's a big deal when the film you're associated with is unfollowed. The director of the film that you're supposedly in has unfollowed you. The main star, Jason Momoa, has unfollowed you and followed Johnny Depp. Huge, huge. That is basically saying, we don't back you. I believe she's blacklisted. I believe she's absolutely blackballed or whatever you want to call it from the industry now. She's done. I just hope that Johnny Depp's career recovers from this, and I truly hope he does. Sorry, just someone trying to call me. So what do you think, guys? You know, this is what I truly think. Oh, and just a little side note, apparently Jennifer Howell has had her place broken into. The FBI are now investigating this because it's a possible witness tampering, witness intimidation. Curious. If there's anything more that comes out about this, I will let you guys know. So, as always, thank you for your time. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting my channel, and you know, and being just the amazing little bubble community that we've got here. So thank you. I love you all, and I will see you soon. Mwah. Oh, don't forget my live with Trev tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Okay, bye bubble family.